What's up, card family? Awesome card community out there and fellow pigeon fanciers. Spuddy of the Aranya Boys coming to you from the Aranya Loft. And today I got a video about switching up or stealing eggs in order to get more youngsters out of some of your better pairs, and sometimes just little miracles that happen in the loft. Today this is the part of the loft where, well, this was Dakota's racing loft, but now it's where I keep all my extra either stock cocks or cocks that I have online for sale. But every now and again, you miss something. And so we just so happen to have a hen in here with the cocks, and if you see this Picasso coming out here, this guy, the white guy, the pied with the white flight, him coming out, he's the Picasso. Now, he is mated onto a dropper, a satinette, and we do not want any monstrosities. We do not want any Homer satinette crosses up in here. The satinette was supposed to be married to the other satinette, but the Picasso took her. But they laid eggs, and they're sitting on eggs. So they laid their eggs 2 days after the surprise hen and cock laid their eggs. Okay, now the egg process, whenever a pigeon, well, see, there he is. He just went in there. That's the daddy. He's flying out. Okay. Now we're going to talk about him, but I want to talk about the egg process. Okay. Now, whenever a pigeon lays its eggs, from the time that it lays its second egg, you should, if the eggs are fertile, the baby should hatch out approximately around 19 days after that second egg, depending on how tight the hen sits on the nest. Okay? So, whenever the hen gets done laying her second egg, usually about, I'd say 5 to 6 days after she's laid that first or second egg, I will check the egg for fertility to see if it's fertile. Alright, I suggest everyone should check their eggs to see if they're fertile after 6 days. That way you don't waste a pigeon sitting for like 20 days on some eggs and they never hatch. Okay, so there, he's going back in for the eggs. Okay, now, the important thing about swapping eggs is the pigeons have an internal clock in their head for some reason. If you wait and you have a gap between the two pairs that you're switching eggs, or you're stealing eggs and just throwing the other pair of eggs out, which is what we're doing in this example, you got to make sure it's between 2 to 3 days, because if you wait any longer, you risk the chance of the pair that you put them under saying, okay, 19 days is up, nothing's happening, they didn't hatch. So what will happen is the pair will abandon the eggs, and you don't want that to happen, especially if you're taking eggs that you want to hatch because you want the youngsters, and if the timing's too far apart, then you might lose them. So 2 to 3 days is the optimal time to switch eggs between pairs, to actually get it. And I will have an example because I've already done this and I've already got babies to hatch by doing this once. But this was a freak miracle. This was a miracle. See, the cockbird that is the father of these eggs in here, he's online to be sold. He's a line-bred Wolverine out of one of our best Wolverine cocks and our best Wolverine hens. Now, I have 2 of his other brothers and a sister that are in the breeding program, but we're letting him go, and so he'll probably be sold within a week, because I did have 4 brothers, but I already sold his other brother for $250 last week. So he's gonna be the other one to go. But he left me a gift, and I'm telling you what, this is a mating so far ahead of where I was gonna go that it's amazing, because he's double Wolverine out of 2 of our best Wolverine pigeons. The hen that he has these eggs with, the one that I missed that should have been a cock, turned out to be a hen that he mated with. She is a double Wolverine also, but her daddy is a Wolverine 314 and her mommy is a Wolverine 314. So out of all the Wolverines that we have in this loft that my dad has brought in, you got 4 of the best ones in these eggs. So he's gonna leave. He's gonna be sold by the week. So he's not gonna be here to raise these eggs. And I gotta pull this hen out anyway, because I don't want any hens in here with my cocks. I don't. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch these eggs with these eggs down here, because they're within the thing. And the Picasso is gonna and the Picasso and the satinettes. See, the satinettes are the white ones with the feathers on their feet we use for droppers. So the Picasso and the satinette are gonna end up raising these babies for me. So what I do is I have the good eggs here. I'm gonna put these in the satinettes, and I'm gonna throw away these smaller satinette eggs. So now, instead of half homer satinette babies, I'm gonna get 4 of my best Wolverine pigeons, plus the Champion 314 line, which is the foundation and the backbone of our loft since 1988, all in that set of eggs. And if I do this right, which I got the timing right, they'll hatch them out and I'll have some Wolverine babies. Go ahead, Picasso, warm up them eggs, buddy. I gotta get you out of here too, that way you get away from that satinette. But we do appreciate your services here at the Aranya Loft. So now that I showed you that I swapped the eggs, we're gonna go get rid of the eggs, and I'm gonna go show you an example of another miracle that happened. And I stole their eggs. And it's really important that whenever your pairs lay, that you write down the dates. And this trick will work for you. It will really help you maximize if you want to get, say, like you got a hot pair and you want to get 6 of them on your race team, or you got a hot pair and you want like 4 on your race team and you want to send 4 out to one loft money race. This is the way that you get as many babies as possible, and your main pair doesn't even really raise them. So we're gonna go over here and see, this is the hen loft. This is where all the extra hens are. And once again, these are all the hens that I'm either gonna breed or gonna sell. But you know, with the 2022s, sometimes you miss one. I missed one hen, and of course I missed one cockbird. And in here, this is amazing though. I love this. And I took full advantage of this. And once I seen this mating and this pair, I said, yes, I want to race these. I want to fly these. These are amazing. Okay. There, that guy sitting in the corner on the eggs, he is the half brother of the Picasso that I just showed you that was mated to the satinette that's going to raise the other eggs. Now, I thought that this was a hen, so I put him here in the hen section. Turns out, Spidey's wrong. But I seen that he made it up to a hen, and it turned out to be the set and spun silver Vendetta Bill double granddaughter Rudy. So I thought set and spun silver and Rudy, I wanted to breed her anyway, okay? And then he and the other one, they're Picassos because they share the same mummy. They have the same, she's a granddaughter of Picasso. she's but his daddy is the double grandson of the Phantom from Elton Dinga, and that pigeon was so good that crap you not, Elton Dinga actually called my dad and actually wanted to buy the Phantom back. And my dad said, no way, he threw some of our best pigeons. So he's a son of the Phantom with the Picasso onto the Set and Spun Silver Rudy Vendetta bill. I'm thinking, yes, I want to fly them. Now, he's on his second set of eggs, which I'm going to allow him to sit in here and raise them set of eggs. But his first set of eggs, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep them together. So I did mark down whenever they wrote, and I did have a pair that their eggs weren't fertile the first round, and I was able to take his eggs that I had no intention of putting this pair together, but man, it's almost like a lost blessing that they found each other. Now, this is their second round of eggs. We're gonna go look at their first that I stole, because they happened to be a day apart and it was perfect. So I thought, hey, you had some unfertile, you're gonna raise their babies, and that's how we kind of do it here. Some of the better stuff or some of the stuff that we didn't think that we were gonna get. It's all about the pumpers sometimes. That's why you see so many pairs. Some of these are pumpers, so I can get as many of them as possible. Now here we have the Phantom Kloss with the 314 hen. They just must have went down too early. I don't know why their eggs weren't fertile. They're both kind of young, so I didn't question it. I ain't too worried about it. I just found the perfect opportunity to get those Picasso Set and Spun Silver Phantom Rudies on the race team. And I thought, man, I stole them. I was like, you know, I wonder if it would happen again. And I let them in there, and I'll be dang, they went on their second round, and they're the ones that they're sitting on. But their first round is, now be nice, Daddy. Be nice, Daddy. I just want to show. Let me have them. They're not quite ready to band yet. But here we go. Two very awesome miracle babies that I'm going to have on the race team. And they're out of awesome stuff. And it's all by stealing and swapping eggs. And just pay attention by writing the dates down and knowing, you know, whenever they're going to hatch and everything. Just, you know, pay attention to what's going on in your loft. Important to write dates down. And you can get as many awesome pigeons as you can possibly get out of your supreme pairs in your loft. Or your surprise miracle pairs. These are miracle babies. Thank you, Mama. Oh, Daddy, I'm sorry. So there you go. I already have two that I'm putting on the race team by swapping. He's going to raise another set in there just by me recognizing it. Then hopefully, if the Picasso and that Satnet do their job, those line-bred Wolverines with the 314, they won't fly a foot. They're going straight into the stock loft. Because that's good stuff. Like I said, backbone of our loft. Everything that wins has 314 in it. All right, there you go. That's how you swap eggs. Try and get the most out of your best pairs, or try and save something that you didn't know what was going on that happened. If pay attention, you can get some awesome pigeons this way. All right. I hope that was a little helpful little hint. Either way, this is fun, and I love talking about my pigeons. Hope everybody's having a great start to their weekend. Either way, go out there, do something good for someone, and the good will come back to you. Buddy's out.